So as you can see, the screen that you now have in front of you is called your dashboard. And from your dashboard, this allows you to navigate throughout your blog. As you can see on our class statistics, we have one published post with one comment. We have 0 pending or 0 waiting comments or post. No one has started to write a post without having it actually posted to our website. So what we can do is we can click on the published post. It'll bring up a post that was provided by Kidblog.org to our classroom blog. So Kidblog.org automatically gave us a welcome message for our blog site. We can go back to our dashboard, and I'll tell you some of the things that you can see from here. So as you can see, recent comments that are on my blog are from Kidblog.org organizers and creators. You can see their sample message here, and then recently published posts. So it'll give you things that have recently happened on the blog sites. You'll have the comments and posts that have been updated onto your blog as well, all seen from the dashboard screen. Alright, before writing any post for our blog, we're going to take a look at the settings page. Now from the settings page, it gives you the option of creating a new classroom name if you need to do that. You can go ahead and set up your time zone, which it appears to be off from mine. So I'm going to go to this one, and it should correct itself. Also, you have the theme. As you can see, this one is the orange and the blues. We can choose another one, which I'm going to choose the yellow and the red. So I clicked on it, and this will be what the actual page looks like, and I approve. So I'm going to close out this and click on activate. So now that is what my blog looks like. I'm going to click back on settings, and from settings you can scroll down and change some of the privacies. So I would definitely suggest that you click on teacher approval before posts appear, and also verify the email address that you gave is the correct email address that you would like these posts to be sent to you to gain your approval as well. So you can mark the box provided. Then make sure that you click Save Changes. Alright, now it has a section about the comments side of your blog. Who may leave comments on students' posts. I here again would suggest class members only. This means that you as the teacher and the class can leave comments. Here again, please select teacher must approve. And then this is just a notification that you have a comment waiting to be posted onto your blog. So here again, we're going to press Save Changes. And from here, there was one last section for the settings, which is user permission. To the teacher's role, teachers are allowed to create and edit other teachers. So yes, and moderators are allowed to edit and approve posts, in which these are all teachers' responsibility for our blog, so I'm going to leave those the same. Alright, so our settings have been established, so we're going to go ahead and write a new post. And what this is going to do, since I am the teacher, I'm going to say welcome class, and then in our text box I can add a message to the classroom. So I'm just going to say hello students. Now with our text box here for our blog, you also have the option to add media, which is a really neat feature for your students to have more than just words on the blog. If you drag over to the different shaded pictures, you can see the first one is to add an image. Then we have add a video, add audio, or add media. So this is different media that you may have that you want to add. So it's a really cool feature to make this more interactive with your students and more aesthetically pleasing to the students by allowing them to be able to add pictures that coincide with what you are doing or talking about in the classroom, or finding music or videos that go along with the content as well. So that's a really neat feature that students will be able to upload onto the blog. But then you have tools for the text where you can change the colors, change the font size, and the actual style of the font that you would like to use. So right now I'm just keeping with font family. Then we have where you can have bullets and numbers, and then you can change the orientation and do a spell check as well. So with what I have, I'm going to come over to the right hand side and press publish. And as you can see, my welcome class title is here. My message to the students is also here with hello students. So as you can see, it took you to what the blog actually looks like. And from here, I'm going to select Control Panel. It's going to bring me back to that dashboard. Alright, so we're going to look at the users settings. And for our user settings, this is the spot where you can then add your students. So what you can do is you'll click on Add Users to this class. And from here, it gives you the information for adding your students. You can add existing users that maybe already are part of Kidblog.org, or you can create a bulk input for uploading the students, but it has to be a CSV file. Other than that, you can simply add your students in one at a time. So they would select the username, give themselves the password, and then they are student. And then once you do that, so I'll say Brett J, the password, and they are a student, so I'm adding that user to the class. And you can see that Brett J is now a part of Mrs. Johnson's class. So I'm going to go back to the list of students and users, and we can see that Brett J is a part of our classroom. They have 0 posts and they have made 0 comments. So with kidblog.org, you can see that it is a simple site to start a blog for your classroom, and a pretty simple process of adding students to the blog as well. And we can click on Brett J, and that we can see this user's information. We can see his name, his ID. We don't see his password unless you're going to change the password, but he is a member of Mrs. Johnson's class, and he is a student. So we're going to leave that information the same. We're going to go back to students and users, and here again, to add more students, you simply click on Add Users to this classroom. So that's what you need to do for adding students to your classroom blog. And from the users screen, we're going to go to class blogs, and this is what your classroom blog will look like. Here it has the title. It has the recent posts that have been posted to our blog, which was the welcome from the creators of Kidblog, and we have myself, the welcome to the class and the students. Over on the right hand side, you can see these are the people who have been added to the classroom blog. Right now we only have 2, myself and 1 student, but once you get in a full class, you'll see all of those class names on the right hand side as well. At the top you'll see my post, and these are all the posts that I have made to our blog. You click on new post, and it'll bring up the screen for you to write a new post to add to the blog. But we're not going to add a new blog just yet, new blog post. So I'm going to go back to class blogs. I'm going to click on Brett, and we can see that Brett's blog has no post because that student has not added any posts to his blog. So once he does, you will see his first blog on here as well. So as you can see, for all blogs, it brings up each blog post that has been posted to our site, Mrs. Johnson 2011, and you can also see that this truly is advertising free. No advertisements to distract the students or try to persuade or encourage the students to look at while they are blogging in the classroom. So this is a nice feature that allows no advertisements on their website. And the other nice feature is that you do get to add students without them having to provide an email address. They simply just create a username, add in their password, which could either be a lunch number or an authentic password that they have come up with on their own. But this really is a nice blogging website that allows the students to interact with one another on the internet, free from advertisements, and it gives you, the teacher, the control of stating what content actually goes out onto the blog to make sure that appropriate words and pictures and videos and music are added tastefully and appropriate for your classroom blog. So I hope that you find Kidblog.org to be a creative and educational tool to use in the classroom. Kidblog.org, here again, is found at kidblog.org.